Hey everyone, Monday Night Raw for February 13th, 2023. Booked, played out, and we're going to talk about it. I think tonight's Raw it flowed better. Raws have been flowing much better recently, and we did have some questionable things. And let's get into this Raw. The crowd was amazing, by the way. New York, really good crowd, like always. Really helped with putting stuff over. But we kicked off Raw with Becky Lynch. I don't understand why we're doing this. So we've got Becky Lynch out there. She wants to go to WrestleMania. Then we had Bayley. She wants to go to WrestleMania. Bianca Belair, she's obviously off to WrestleMania as Raw Women's Champion. But Becky Lynch and Bayley, both of them want to be in the championship match. Therefore, Adam Pearce said that they both have to compete in a triple threat match with Bianca. So it's Bianca versus Bayley versus Becky Lynch. The winner of that match, if Becky or Bayley win, they're added to the chamber. Then it'll become a 7-women's chamber match. Why are WWE toying with the idea of having a triple threat match? Why are they playing around with the idea of having Bayley or Becky in a Raw Women's Championship match? Wasn't it just SummerSlam for WrestleMania, and then the SummerSlam before that we had Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair for Raw Women's Championship? Didn't we have that? We've had that at many big events in the last 2 years. Bayley versus Bianca Belair. We've had that from the end of last year for a while. Isn't Asuka good enough? Hasn't Asuka proved herself worthy enough to be the number one challenger? Asuka versus Bianca Belair, WrestleMania. This new cool Asuka that people love. We listen to the crowd, people love Asuka. I think Asuka should win that. No, Raquel Gonzalez should win that, by the way. She should not. She's not ready. Give her a year or two. But I think the WWE, they're going to really fuck this up, They are. You have something really good here with this heel Asuka. She is a good player as a heel, I think, or like an anti-hero, because she was on the heel tag team match later on. And I just think Becky Lynch, Bayley should be away from this. But we'll talk about the triple threat match later on. We went into our first match, Street Profits versus the Judgment Day. Finn Balor and Damian Priest of the Judgment Day. Pretty much an average tag team match for TV. We had Judgment Day take the W for this. Post-match beatdown. We didn't have enough after they beat them. We did have Edge come out. He came out. New York exploded when Edge and Beth Phoenix came out. WWE went in high gears tonight, I just want to say. Booking for Elimination Chamber, booking for WrestleMania, planting more seeds what's to come. And Edge came out, they fought off Judgment Day, and then it looked like Beth Phoenix was going to hit Damian Priest with another manoeuvre, but then Rhea Ripley, Mammy, returned, the Royal Rumble winner for Women's Royal Rumble, who would be challenging, who would be going against Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. Done a rant about that before, but we were told that Rhea Ripley was around the world promoting WrestleMania. Even we got told that before the match started by the Judgment Day. Rhea wasn't here, but she did attack Beth Phoenix. This is all going to be building up. This is all getting ready for Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor versus Edge and Beth Phoenix at the Elimination Chamber on Saturday night. That's going to be really good. I can't wait for that. Stop. The thing I've been looking forward to all week, this contract signing between the almighty Bobby Lashley and the beast Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar came out. Brock Lesnar having so much fun. I love Brock Lesnar. There's 50 reasons why Brock Lesnar's awesome. He is just amazing at what he does. He walked to the ring first, and then we saw 20 security guards. To be honest with you, I would have had the NYPD out there to break up Lashley and Lesnar, which they were going to fight later in this contract signing. But it was the first contract signing that actually made sense to do one in a while, But we did see Bobby Lashley sat on his own table and chair at the top of the stage. And Brock Lesnar, he just was like, I think Bobby's scared, and we got a Bobby is scared chant by New York. That was, LOL'd at that. That was really funny. But Bobby Lashley was, can't be arsed signing this. And then Brock Lesnar says, you don't sign this, I'm going to kick your ass in New York right now. Bobby Lashley stormed through the riot, the army of for security. This was all a plan for Bobby Lashley to attack Brock Lesnar during the brawl between Lesnar and the security. Lashley actually turned up, made Brock Lesnar, fucking fling him through, not through the air, but picked him up, turned him upside down, spear to Lesnar, and he signed the contract. This was a really good segment, really, really good. And I can't wait for this match. It was a good contract signing. I think what's going to happen, we're going to get to Saturday night, and it will be Lesnar, Lashley, Canada's popping, they're ready, they're hot, they're ready for the fight to happen, and then we'll get the Hurt Day out, and it'll be Lashley and Hurt Day rejoining together, and to take down Lesnar, take him out, maybe throw him off the stage, fuck it, do that, that'll be exciting, get creative with it, and can't wait to see that. Next up, to end our one, who gives a fuck about this, Mia Yim versus Piper Niven. Two boring wrestlers, nobody gives a shit about them. And we got Piper Niven defeats Mia Yim. No shit's given. Crowd don't give a shit. We had a Baron Corbin interview. This is actually to start hour one. And this is really good. Corbin interview. It got ended straight away because we saw a man run into this ring, and it was revealed that Sami Zayn was there. He was interrupting the show. He said he didn't want to interrupt the show, but he wants to call one superstar out, and he called out Cody Rhodes. This was a really, really risky move by WWE. Really was. It was a massive gamble, It's one of them could have been booed in New York. New York's a very smarky crowd. They are. And I thought one of them was going to get booed, more likely Cody Rhodes. But Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn face to face, people were chanting, "This is awesome." Both characters, both superstars, just was loved by the fans live in New York City. In Brooklyn actually. But Sami Zayn, he said he doesn't believe in himself to win the championship match. Obviously, he's not going to win the championship match. The Usos, Jey Uso's going to do something to cost Sami Zayn the title. It will turn into Sami and Kevin Owens versus the Usos at WrestleMania, and Cody versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. But Cody Rhodes is like being this massive cheerleader for Sami Zayn. He's saying, I believe, Montreal believes, the fans in attendance believe, the whole world believes in Sami Zayn. And, the face-to-face, they said each day it's looking like it's going to be Sami Zayn versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. It's obviously not going to be like that. It won't be that. But no, it was a really good promo. Another good promo by Cody Rhodes. Again, I thought this was going to be a massive, risky move by WWE, and I thought, you're going to mess this up. The heel of Roman versus the babyface of Cody, then people want to get Sami Zayn involved. But the story is, Cody and Roman, Sami and Kevin Owens of the Usos. If you do the triple threat match, you leave Kevin Owens and the Usos not having a match at WrestleMania. Now that's wrong. But the better story is to do Sami and Kevin teaming up to fight the Usos and Cody versus Roman, and have both of those matches main event each night of WrestleMania. Then we go back to Baron Corbin interview backstage. He was getting interviewed by Kathy Kelly, and he started saying, obviously he split up from JBL after he got buried by JBL last week, and he started talking shit about Cody Rhodes because he wasn't happy he took his time off him, and he said, I don't give a shit about Goldust, I don't give a shit about his dog, I don't give a shit about Dusty. Meanwhile, we see Cody Rhodes walk back through the curtain, and he starts brawling with Baron Corbin after he said he doesn't give a shit about Dusty Rhodes, and this turned into a match from a brawl, and Cody won the match against Baron Corbin. I don't know what they're doing with Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin's got potential. They could do Corbin, maybe the Lone Wolf, if he goes back to Turkey, grow out his hair transplant, but I'm not sure what they're going to do. Maybe we should do a video about Baron Corbin. Subscribe, by the way. We've got this random 6-woman tag team match. Who cares? Asuka won. There's nothing special to say, really, about this match. Asuka looks strong. Asuka should win the chamber match. It should be Asuka versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. Not Raquel, not Becky Lynch, not Bayley. Should be Asuka. Otis, maybe an MMM. Maximum Male Models. Otis pulled Mandy Rose. He could pull Maxine Dupree, I think she's called. We'll see what it goes from here. Miz TV with Seth Rollins. This started hour 3. This was it was actually quite a decent Miz TV because we got quite personal with each other. Miz obviously asks Seth the main question everyone's wondering: what are you more focused on, the Elimination Chamber match or Logan Paul? And Seth, he didn't have a response, And Miz was like, you talk about him everywhere. You talk about on Pat McAfee show, interviews, everywhere apart from this ring, apart from Monday Night Raw. You do not say his name. And we got a massive "Shut up, Mike" by Seth Rollins. You know, he got really personal by saying, Mike, you know, edge of the seat stuff right here on Monday Night Raw. And he says his dream isn't about Logan Paul. His dream is about WrestleMania 39. Headlining WrestleMania 39. Logan Paul doesn't dream about that. He's only here to make the money and bounce after he gets that cash in his pocket. And then Miz and Seth Rollins was getting, you know, talking shit to each other after Rollins was pissed that he had to talk about Logan Paul. And then we've got a brawl between Rollins and Miz. Miz is obviously scheduled for a match in 5 minutes with Rick Boogs. Austin Theory pulls Rollins out of the ring. And then, you know, Seth Rollins fights back against Theory, curb stomps a Miz, and then Theory takes out Rollins using the championship, stands tall, and I think Austin Theory will win the match at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, and I think he will get confronted by John Cena. And I'll be doing I might do a fantasy booking video actually about Elimination Chamber. But we got Rick Boogs versus Beats the Miz. He did some curls on the Miz. Literally picked up the Miz and did curls. Rick Boogs I like Rick Boogs. Give him a few months. Give him time to develop and maybe get him a championship, United States or Intercontinental title. I like Rick Boogs. He reminds me of the 80s wrestling. Really good. So to end the show, we had our big main event, triple threat match. Bianca Belair versus Bayley versus Becky Lynch. Build it all night, going back and forth. Promos between each participant, each woman. It was a good main event. It really was a good main event. Really enjoyed the main event. I'm happy, and it was the right decision that Bianca won. She should have won. It was a non-title. She wasn't even defending the title, but she should have won because she's the women's champion. Becky, Bayley, they both been the Elimination Chamber match. It did look like Becky was going to win this match. However, Damage Control, Io Sky, Dakota Kai pulled Becky from the ring, and this brought out some of the women who's going to be in the Elimination Chamber match on Saturday to come out. They had a brawl, and we got Bianca Belair picking up the W, and that's how it should be. And we'll see what happens with Bianca and Bayley at WrestleMania. Probably Trish Stratus later, and Becky Lynch as Damage Control. I think that should happen. But I think overall there was a bit of crap in the show, but it was quite good with, you know, catapulting us into WrestleMania. And yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. See you later.